What does insulin, cholesterol, and blood sugar have to do with fiber? It turns out it has a lot to do with all three of those. Hi, I'm Dr. Rashmi Kulkarni, co-founder of Next. So let us break it down into 5 simple points as usual. When we look at fiber and what it does in our body, it is extremely significant. How does it play such a huge role on our risks of diseases? What does it actually do? What happens? The first thing that we need to know is when we consume good enough fiber, we are not able to digest it ourselves. We have to take the help of the germs in our gut to do that. And when we do that, fiber is digested very, very slowly. What fiber is? It's complex carbohydrates. That means complex sugars. So when fiber is broken down very slowly, it releases sugar in our body in a very slow and steady rate. It prevents rapid blood sugar spikes. So what is the second thing that we need to know? When we have this slow release of sugar, it controls the insulin response. Insulin is also secreted in our body in a very slow and controlled manner. So this is very important to keep blood sugar levels in check and insulin levels in check as well. So we know about this. But what happens, the third thing that we need to know, the foods that we consume normally are full of low complexity carbohydrates, not enough fiber. So what happens when we consume foods that do not have enough fiber? It is digested very fast. The sugar is released in our body at a very rapid rate. It causes a spike in blood sugar, and this spike causes a spike in insulin. So there is this rapid rise and drop in blood sugar and insulin response all the time when we consume foods that have empty calories. Empty calories meaning foods that are very low in fiber. Some examples are refined flours. So these are very low in complexity, and this causes insulin resistance. This is a very important cause of pre-diabetes or even type 2 diabetes. Isn't that very important to know? So what is the fourth thing that we need to know about what fiber does? That when we have this insulin sensitivity and rapid rise in blood sugar going on, what is a surprising culprit in our diet? Do you know what it is? Juice. Fruit juices, shockingly, are not as healthy as we think they are. What? Aren't those similar to fruits? No, they are not. Fruits have the fiber intact. Their sugar is released in a very slow and steady manner when we consume fruits. They are digested slowly. The sugar is released slowly. But what happens when we consume juice instead of fruits? The fiber is gone. The fiber is very, very missing. So now we are getting all of the sugar from the juice that is released at a very rapid rate. So this surprising culprit is actually a cause of the sugar spikes and insulin spikes that we can see. So it can also cause insulin resistance. The so-called healthy drinks that we give our children or we drink thinking that they are very similar to fruits are actually not that healthy. Shocking, isn't that? And the fifth thing that is quite shocking is the cholesterol connection. So what is the cholesterol connection? Most people think that cholesterol comes from bad fats. It only comes from trans fats. But do you know that cholesterol can also be made from sugars, from low complexity sugars or carbohydrates, or the refined flours that we eat is converted into sugar, which is converted into cholesterol. Yes, that is a very important source of the cholesterol that causes hypertension in many people. Did you know that? So these are the 5 important things we need to know about what fiber does and why it is so important to include in our daily diet. If this helped you, if there was new information in this, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next one.